Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. Of course, in studio with us this morning is TASHANA O'CONNor. Now, she's a young entrepreneur. She's CEO of a TBO Destination Travel and Experience, as well as Ambience Boutique. Now, sounds like a fine combination. TASHANA, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Interesting combination of businesses as an entrepreneur. Why?
All right. Yes, it is interested, and why? Ambience Boutique is a planning, coordinating, decorating company where we do events, right? So whether it's the party, corporate events on a whole, and travel now is a lucrative business, which, you know, once you do the wedding, you want to do honeymoon and stuff like that. Why not merge both of them under one umbrella?
So you put both businesses together.
Definitely.
One feeds the other.
One feeds the other.
Tell me though, the travel business, well, certainly travel has certainly rebounded a lot since COVID. How have you found it? What are you seeing? Who are the persons coming?
Where travel is concerned, as I said earlier, and it's a lucrative business. As you can look around, look in the newspapers, see on the Instagram, hotels and hotels, you know, trains of hotels are building up now and reopening in May, because I know Rio is opening in May, right? Yes. All right, so where travel is concerned, it's a business that people always traveling. It doesn't matter. Even during COVID, persons travel. Yes, it was on a little down, but they still do travel. And travel is not just for a specific group of people. It's wide across the board. You're having your birthday. You want to never been on a cruise, so you're going to go on a cruise. You know, and things always happening, celebrations, so persons normally save towards traveling, especially there is now a lot of non-visas country, Panama, DR, Mexico, why not, you know?
Tell me something. There has been a great surge in the, not necessarily hotel stays, but the getting the real Jamaican experience. Are you seeing a lot of that in terms of your requests for travel?
All right, getting the real Jamaican feel, yes, I am seeing it, and it's been there. Why? Because persons heard about our culture, want to see and feel what is it that Jamaica have to offer, right? You know, the street side jerk pan, they want to come and have an experience, right? So there are a lot of different things that persons have in mind, re Jamaica, so they would go towards saying, I want to travel Jamaica just to have an experience.
Do you guide them necessarily, or are you finding most of your clients already know what they want?
All right, based on the fact that I specialize in Jamaica specialist travel. Yes, I do. I would say, okay, within Kingston, these are the different places. For example, Devon House, Bob Marley Museum, you know, so you give them based on the different parishes, what are the different adventures and historical places that they can partake in when they're here in Jamaica. But on the other hand, some know where they want to go, but putting an input as an advisor makes a lot of, you know, difference, and sometimes they will lean to what you have advised.
All right, so you as I said earlier, you managed to put both the businesses together, and of course, Ambience Boutique. Talk to us about that side of the business. And what really is it?
Ambience Boutique, how do I... From a tender age, I want to be a hotel manager, right? I was working in the hotel industry as an assistant manager, so I believe I have accomplished that section, because doing assistant work is just the same as the manager. After doing that, I realized that I have a passion for doing this event, this, you know, fast business. I said, okay, why not do something in the event industry 2018, I started Ambience Boutique, and doing it while I was on the job, so it was undercover. I don't want to be soliciting business within business, because it would be something similar. After which, when COVID came, then automatically I've got the opportunity to just spread my wings. And after which, Ambience Boutique is doing fine. We're on Instagram, we have a YouTube, a TikTok. Persons are reaching out to us that is saying they have been recommended by somebody else. So right now, most of our events are from recommendation.
Okay. And talk to me about your events planning. What exactly do you do? I mean, why should people choose Ambience
All right.
Boutique?
From events planning, we do from start to finish, which is execution. So planning, we help with planning process, right? We also helping with preparation, which I myself have a book, a planner, right? Which would be given to each couple to say, this is our guide. So this would guide us through from the guest list, from the bouquets, the attires, once it's a wedding, that would already within that scope. We are also the one who would have get the vendors, for example, videographer, photographer, the cake person, the makeup artist. So we have everything covered, right? So for you coming at a one-stop, for somebody to take care of all of that, take all the pressure from you, why not choose
and that's
that
a big
service?
thing, because I mean, brides especially, I mean, the grooms just turn up. So we're told.
Some.
But brides spend a lot of time pouring themselves into planning their events. So your service would make it a lot easier for them.
Definitely. And what make my service a bit different, I operate from 5 to 9. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Why? Because most times they're a 9 to 5 worker. You don't want to discuss wedding throughout work hours, right? So, you know, when it comes like 6 o'clock, most of my appointments are like 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right? So I'll have 3 or 4 appointments per evening based on your availability, right? So while other persons work throughout the day while they're at work, right? So they would have to take their lunchtime. But for me, is when you're home, you're settled and know that, yes, I can talk wedding.
Which is excellent for them. Convenience, really.
Yes.
All right. So people planning these events, they're looking for weddings. What are the big ticket items for people? What are the pet peeves? What do most people say? Well, you know, if no matter what happens, it has to be this one thing or these 2 things.
Listen to me. You see, when it comes to wedding, I tell you, they're like, first and foremost, honeymoon, that have to be good. So where TBO, destination planner, comes, the cruise and the days will have to be on, they will spend any money when it comes to honeymoon, right? The gown, the makeup and stuff like that. I always said to them, your photograph, that's the memory. That's what left after the wedding. That's why you have to look at your photograph or your video. Right?
So that is critical.
Yes.
And then the honeymoon,
is
sealing up everything.
Seal, just close it off.
So it's the memories that's most important.
Definitely.
Do we find the men having different priorities in going into planning a wedding from the bride, from the groom, or they're normally, you know, pretty much the same?
Sometimes, because some weddings, the man is the one who is running, he's one making the decision. This is what I want, this is how I want it to do. Yes, so and when it's like that, you have to be careful, because he know exactly what he wants. Yes, and he will spend anything that you said, because this is what he wants for his wedding.
Okay, interesting. Tell me though, in terms of weddings locally, and we're coming up on June pretty soon.
Our season.
Yes. Is there a particular, well, June, yes, but are there particular, you know, venues, particular destinations that we find most couples choose? They're most things that they want the most in terms of their experience?
All right, so when we're doing that, I'm going to segment it. So we have local and we have international.
Interesting.
For the international, they mostly look at the North Coast where we have the Rio, the Holiday Inn, the Zoo. Those hotels on that end, they would rather to have that, right? While the locals now, we're looking at Terra Nova, we're looking at Pegasus, we're looking at the Caymanas Golf Club. You know, so there's a lot of places within Kingston that is Boone Hall, you know, based on if they want a whimsical, you know, based on the team that they're going for.
So we've been having a chat with TASHANA Brown O'Connor. She's CEO of TBO Destination and Travel, as well as Ambiance Boutique. She'll use both to bring your special event or your vacation together. Come back with us tomorrow morning at 9 when we'll have another wonderful show lined up for you.